When you were young, the experiences you went through and the references you absorbed from your environment, whether through family, culture, or society, shape the parameters that govern your nervous system. These parameters dictate what your body and mind regard as safe or dangerous, forming the foundation of how you interact with the world. However, these ingrained parameters are not always accurate, particularly when it comes to navigating the gray areas of life, those ambiguous zones where the lines between safety and danger are blurred. This is where the challenge lies. The problem with the gray area. As you grow older, the world you navigate becomes increasingly complex, and the binary distinctions of safety and danger that were programmed into you as a child may no longer apply. The gray area represents situations and experiences that fall outside the clear-cut boundaries of what you have been taught to view as safe. Unfortunately, your nervous system, wired to protect you from perceived threats, often interprets these gray areas as dangers, even when they are not. This can lead to a kind of paralysis where you remain stuck, unable to move forward because the gray area feels too risky to explore. The issue with this kind of programming is that it keeps you locked in place. It's as if you're living within a fenced-in area where the boundaries are outdated, but your nervous system keeps triggering alarms every time you approach the fence, preventing you from expanding your territory. The key to breaking free from these self-imposed limitations lies in understanding the nature of fear and how it functions within your nervous system. Fear as the tripwire. Fear is essentially the tripwire that goes off whenever you approach or cross these boundaries. It's a biological response designed to protect you by signaling that you're venturing into unknown or unsafe territory. But here's the thing, fear is not always a reliable indicator of actual danger. Sometimes, it's simply a sign that you're stepping outside the parameters that your nervous system has been conditioned to recognize as safe. Even when you mentally understand that your fear is irrational, that the gray area that you're stepping into isn't really dangerous, your nervous system doesn't immediately get the memo. It reacts based on the programming it received long ago, which means that even the most logical among us can find ourselves paralyzed by fear when we're on the brink of change or growth. Reprogramming through familiarization. The only way to dissolve this fear and expand your boundaries is by familiarizing yourself with the gray area. This means consciously and repeatedly exposing yourself to the situations and experiences that trigger your fear response, but which you know are not actually dangerous. It's a process of retraining your nervous system to reset its parameters so that what was once seen as risky becomes normalized. Think of it as desensitization. Just as someone with a phobia might gradually expose themselves to the object of their fear in controlled doses until the fear diminishes, you must do the same with the gray areas of your life. The more you familiarize yourself with these areas, the more your nervous system will begin to recognize them as safe, and the less intense your fear response will become. The physiology of leveling up. You can't escape the physiology of your nervous system. Every time you're about to level up, whether it's in your career, personal growth, or any other area of life, your nervous system will freak out. It's a natural part of the process because leveling up means stepping into unfamiliar territory, which your nervous system is programmed to resist. Imagine yourself reaching for the Holy Grail, your hand shaking as you grasp it. You might fumble the first time, feel overwhelmed by the fear and uncertainty, and have to collect yourself before trying again. This is normal. Each attempt helps you wring out the nerves, and with each try, your hand shakes a little less. Eventually, your psyche accepts the new level as normal, and what was once terrifying becomes your new baseline. Then, the process starts again as you prepare to level up once more. Embracing the discomfort. The worst thing you can do in this process is to perpetually run away from it. Avoidance might provide temporary relief from fear, but it keeps you trapped within the same limited boundaries, never allowing you to grow. To truly seize your own power, you must face the discomfort head on, understanding that the fear you feel is simply a sign that you're on the brink of growth. Seizing your power means taking control of your own nervous system, acknowledging the fear, but not letting it dictate your actions. It means recognizing that the only way to expand your boundaries and unlock new levels of potential is by stepping into the gray areas again and again until your nervous system adapts and accepts them as the new normal. The power of repetition. The process of reprogramming your nervous system is not a one-time event. It requires repetition. Each time you push through the fear and step into the gray area, you are effectively resetting your parameters, teaching your nervous system that this new territory is safe and familiar. It might take 2, 3, or even more attempts before the fear subsides, but each time you try, you're building resilience and expanding your capacity to handle uncertainty. This repetition is crucial because it helps to solidify the new parameters within your nervous system. It's not enough to step into the gray area once and expect lasting change. You have to do it repeatedly until your nervous system fully accepts the new level as normal. Only then can you move forward with confidence and continue to grow. Conclusion: seize your power. In the end, the power to break free from your limitations lies within you. It's a matter of understanding how your nervous system works, recognizing the role of fear in keeping you safe, and deliberately pushing through that fear to expand your boundaries. The gray areas of life may be uncomfortable and even terrifying at times, but they are where growth happens. By familiarizing yourself with these gray areas and repeatedly stepping into them, you can reprogram your nervous system to accept new levels of safety, thereby unlocking your potential and seizing the power that is rightfully yours. Don't run away from the discomfort. Embrace it and let it be the catalyst for your transformation. Each time you fumble and try again, you are one step closer to fully embracing your own power and achieving the growth you desire. Talk to you soon.